Hello everyone, thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you are new here, welcome. I do hope that you consider subscribing to the channel. We have a lot of fun here and I hope you find some value in this content. If you are returning, hey girl. So I have got a new one for you today. I want to talk through what is on my August tray. That's what they say. It's really like a little box. I put the ones that I'm working with in. So we'll call it tray to keep it fancy. But what I have been discovering is that I am enjoying layering my fragrances. Um, and I'll show you what I've been doing. I mainly have been topping things off with one particular fragrance. I've literally been adding this to everything. And if you are not new, then you will have seen this fragrance before. But I just think it adds like a special touch, boop, to the top. Okay. So I'm going to go through what I am wearing, hope to continue to wear throughout the rest of this month so I can get some good use out of these fragrances. And I'll show you what I'm layering them with. So the first one is somewhat new, but when I smelled it, I was like, ooh, this is really, really nice. It's from a brand that I have not heard from before, but it's supposed to be like a clean, conscious brand type of deal. It's Deed Cool, and this is Sunlit Bloom. This particular fragrance has notes of orange blossom, vanilla, white flower, and salt. And the color of the juice is like perfect because it looks so warm and cozy, right? This smells so nice. It smells like the sun. It smells creamy. It smells milky. I'm assuming the white florals have to have some sort of tuberose. I feel like I have just been attracted to tuberose here recently. You definitely get the vanilla, you get the salt. It feels like you could wear this on the beach. And I mean, like, as the sun is setting type of fragrance. Like, it's just a beautiful, warm, cozy scent. So, like you've been to the beach and the sun is going down, you're already tanned and looking good, and skin is glistening. And then this is what you smell like. This is sold at Sephora. It's the only place I've ever seen it. I'm sure you can get it directly from the brand's website, but I would say go and smell it. They also have, I think what's really popular with the brand is extra milk, and I think it kind of smells like commodity milk a little bit. It puts me in that frame of mind, but this doesn't smell like anything that I have. It almost smells a little nutty, some sort of nut or something like that. But this is a really, really good scent. And I don't know if it's like the salt in here that's giving it that interesting note or facet that I just can't quite put my nose on. But it smells great. It smells great. It smells like it can be worn in the summer and also in the winter. Like it doesn't, it seems year round. It just seems very inviting. So I would say try this one out if you can. It's a great scent. I love it. I love it. So I've worn this a couple of times, and like when I get a whiff of it, if I'm moving my arm or whatever, I'm like, what is that? I'm like, oh, it's me. I smell good. All right. So the next one is also from, I would say, I don't know if I would call this an affordable brand, but price point, yes, affordable. But you only get one meal, and then I think it's a EDT. But it's from Sniff. It's Tarte Deco. This little thing smells so stinking good. There's a cherry note in here, and it's tart, vanilla, sweet, all of the things. So this has top notes of black cherry and raspberry, and maybe that's where you get the. I was wondering what was so tart about it. It must be the raspberry. Mid notes of jasmine, rose, and mimosa. Makes sense. Vanilla, birch, and vetiver are in the base. The name is very fitting, like Tarte Deco, and the atomizer is nice too. It like gives you a good dusting. Like it just smells like you're in a place where people are creating and there's like graffiti all over the wall and people are like dressed really cool and just vibing out. Like Tarte Deco is an appropriate name for this. It smells interesting, it smells cool, it smells fresh, it's fruity, it's not childlike at all, it's sophisticated, like very unisex. I don't know, like you're at an art gallery or something. This name is very fitting. Tarte Deco. It's tart and it stays this way. It doesn't like when it dries down, it doesn't lose that umph to it. Like you still get the, I went to art school and I've got my guitar on my back type of vibe. Like it doesn't just dry down to like a vanilla or something just completely cherry and you don't smell anything else. It still has those interesting facets to it. So I think it may be the mimosa for sure. It gives it like a sparkly quality, and the birch and vetiver, which gives it that kind of woodsy note. This I picked up at Ulta. Smell this. Like I was in Ulta and I don't know what I was looking for, but I was like, let me try this one. I've always ever seen the rose one or the shimmery cocoa or whatever, and there was literally nothing in it. And I'm spraying and spraying and spraying, and I think I got a piece of a spray on my skin. And I was like, oh my God, I have to have this. I have to have it. And I just literally bought it. I was not in there for this. I had no idea it existed. This is a cool scent. This is a cool scent. Like, I'm popular and I'm cool and I wear Tarte Deco. But at either rate, I say that not necessarily affordable because this is like a 1 ounce, EDT. And I haven't had it this long and we here and the sprays be spraying. So, um, but price point wise, $65 is not a ton of money. So at either rate, let's move on. So I went to a local like perfume shop that I typically go to. I've spoke about this shop on my channel before, but these ladies sell authentic perfumes from all over. But she tried to I'm getting tongue tied. She tried to sell me a Banana Republic perfume, and I want to say it was at the $70 or $80 price point, which I think is what it kind of goes for online. But I happened to see it at Burlington's for $20. I said, oh, okay, well, let me try this out because I wasn't quite ready to spend $80 on Banana Republic, and I hadn't really ever seen this fragrance or whatnot. And so I was like, okay, let me check this out. So I actually picked up two, tobacco and tonka bean. Can you see that? Oh no, it's so bright. Oh, I'm sure you believe what I'm saying. And dark cherry and amber. There we go. There we go. So let's start off with tobacco and tonka bean. First of all, these bottles are substantial. They're weighted. They feel luxurious. Like you can't just grab that. Like this will hold. No problem. Um, so great quality there. As far as the fragrances, let me spray you. Tobacco and tonka bean has notes in the top of marabelle plum and pear. Base or mid notes of tobacco leaf and cocoa. Base notes of tonka bean and vanilla. This is nice. This kind of reminds me of Shagaf Oud, uh, Tonka, the one in the blue, like the turquoise blue bottle. This is really, really nice. Like the tobacco is very laid back. Like somebody has to tell you there's tobacco in here for you to smell that. I definitely get the pear and the coconut for sure. The vanilla. I mean, you smell each individual note if you're sitting here sniffing it. And you do smell the tobacco, but it's not like a smoky tobacco. It's not like someone's been you in a bar or something and somebody just lit up a cigar. Like it's you have to really sit and sniff it and be like, oh yeah, that is tobacco. But this is a great scent, very unisex, not, super in your face, kind of mysterious. And it lasts a long time on my skin. Like it doesn't, well, a long time, I should say about 5 hours. I've worn it a couple of times, but I really, really, really like this one. So if you are at your local TJ Maxx, Marshalls, definitely Burlington's, and you see these, pick them up. Like they're good, good. They're rated really well on Fragrantica. Like they're over, 4 point something, the two that I have. I have more than this, but these are the two that I kind of just want to wear for now. So yeah, like 4.02, and there's like over 1,000 votes. So this is, it's not just me saying it because I have it. But this is very interesting. It definitely reminds me of that Shagafu Tonka for sure. And this is 20 bucks. Um, Now this baby here, dark cherry and amber, has similar has a similar DNA to French Defense by Mind Games. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. But I'm not lying. I have both. Well, I gave French Defense to my boyfriend. And when I smelled this on myself, when I smelled dark cherry and amber on me, I was like, what is this? Why do I feel like I have this? Why do I feel like I have recently smelled this? And I got to sitting and thinking to myself, and I'm like, oh my God, this is French Defense. It's like the same DNA. And it is, you guys. It is. Like French Defense is definitely more projecting. You can smell the quality. It's louder, it's tartar, it's as far as a cherry perspective, it's gonna last all day and night. And it's not gonna let you down. The Banana Republic, mm, 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 mm. It's gonna give you a good 5 hours, just like the Tonka. Just overspray. Just overspray. If you don't want to spend that 375 for French Defense, put that on. Put that on. Get this dark cherry and amber. So top notes of sour cherry and pink freesia, mid notes of praline and cherry blossom, base notes of red amber and cedar. This is so good. I am in love with French Defense to the point where I'm thinking of stealing it from my boyfriend or literally buying my own bottle. Like I may just go and decant his bottle and get a couple of 10 mils just so I can have it. But that's a fragrance where I don't mind us smelling the same. Like that's our couple scent, French Defense, okay? Like when I got this and I smelled and I recognized the similarity, I was so excited. I was like, ooh, 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 when I need that fix, I'm just spray this instead of trying to steal his. But Dark cherry and amber. This one is good. Good. Please let me know if you have French Defense, if you have dark cherry and amber, what you think. I am not saying they are the same. I'm not saying that this is a dupe for French Defense. I am saying it's in the same vein, same DNA. And if you don't feel like spending that $375, dark cherry and amber from Banana Republic at your local Burlington will give you that fix. I promise you that. Okay? Promise. All right, moving on. Now that I have been on my soapbox, because like French Defense is the scent of the year for me. Next up, we have, let me see. Oh, Vanilla Skin Black by Fleur. And really, this is a twofer. It's a twofer because I just got this in the mail. I got Somebody's Wood by Fleur. I just received this. And so I love these both. I love these both. I didn't think that I would care for Somebody's Wood. I thought it would be a little too masculine leaning, but it's not. And combined together, it's like the perfect scent. So Vanilla Skin has top notes of sugar, pink pepper, and apple. Mid notes of cashmere wood, jasmine, and lily. Base notes of vanilla, arborwood, sandalwood, and benzoin. And this is like no stranger to anybody. This has been a popular scent since it has come out. There's a body mist for it. I'm sure they're going to start making all kind of products in this scent because people are loving these vanillas. But I mean, you just can't go wrong with this. Like, you want to stay in the house, mind your business, put this on. Honestly, it smells like a cup of hot cocoa. Hot cocoa with some vanilla or some whipped cream on top. You definitely get the sugar. It tastes, it tastes. It smells caramelly. And I know caramel is really just cooked sugar, with a little bit of cream, but there's sugar in here. There's cashmere wood. Mm. There's lily, which is probably giving it the creamy facets or the creaminess. But this is, just a throw on. I'm running an errand or I'm staying in a house and I just don't want to smell like nothing. So that's why she's here. All right, moving on. Side note, I am pulling majority of these notes from Fragrantica. Did you know that you could not access their website too many times within like a short window? Otherwise, they block you. So, like, I was trying to, have all my little stuff ready for y'all so I wasn't looking it up during the video. And they was like, nah, you've been on our site too many times. This is, who are you? You're going to have to wait a couple minutes before you open up another page that is directed towards us. I was like, oh, well, this is new. This is different. I've never heard of this before. But at either rate, don't go on their site too much. Otherwise, they will block you. They'll put you in timeout in the corner. All right. I've talked about this particular scent several times. I love it. I want to, like, literally, I don't know why. I just feel like I want to use the bottle up and buy a new one. I don't know why. But this Quaid Al Farsan by Latava is a creamy, pineapple-y piece of goodness that I love. I can literally do like this to myself, like 50 sprays, and feel like don't say nothing to me, okay? But at either rate, top notes of coconut, citrus, and pineapple. Mid notes of ylang ylang, jasmine, and frangipani. Base notes of vanilla musk and sandalwood. I absolutely love this fragrance. It's very inexpensive. You can get this for like $20 right off of Amazon or, anywhere you can find, Arabian scents. If you get them locally, you'll probably pay a little bit more just because, of course, there's overhead for your local brick and mortars. But This smells like creamy coconut goodness. I love this scent. I can wear this to bed. I can wear it out. I can wear it in the house, on a date. I also got the other one in the black bottle and gave it to my boyfriend. It's very similar scent, less creaminess, more pineapple. Okay, you guys are watching me have a whole moment on video. I'm sorry. The creaminess from the coconut is just speaking to my soul. And you get the pineapple. It's just cozy. It smells summer, but it also smells winter. Like, come here and not let me hug you. Try that out. Try that one if you haven't. Very inexpensive buy. You can't go wrong. I don't see anyone not liking that scent. If you don't like it, tell me. Tell me why. Tell me why you don't like it. All right. The next fragrance up, should be no shock to a lot of people. This particular fragrance recently had a older sister come out with some varying reviews, but it is Burberry Goddess. Got a little dent going in this particular fragrance. This fragrance has vanilla all the way through and through. Top notes of vanilla, lavender, cacao, ginger, mid notes of vanilla caviar, and base notes of vanilla absolute. This is a vanilla bomb. There is a lavender note that is very prominent in this in the opening, but it does dry down. For me, I can smell it throughout the entire fragrance, but it's not as prominent. Um, but I love this particular scent. A lot of people said that they get like house cleaner scent from this, but I get vanilla. I get vanilla. I get the cocoa. There's some spiciness from the ginger. I am a lover of lavender, and and I know that any note can be done right or wrong. But for me, because I do enjoy it, I think that even if it's not done the best, I can still appreciate it. Not to say that this isn't done well, but I'm just saying like it'll take a lot for me to be like, that got lavender. I don't want it because I like lavender. But yeah, this is just an easy go-to spray on fragrance, running into the office, hanging out. It's definitely easy for me to layer. um, but yeah, the vanilla in here is great. I had the intense, I returned it. I smelled it in store. It was nice, and the my SA gave me a sample of it as well. So I never actually opened the large bottle. I just continued to use the sample. And as I used it, I was like, I don't know if I like this as much as I thought I did in the store that day. And so I just ultimately made the choice to take it back because it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. But this original was. So she stays home. All right, next fragrance up is an oldie but a goodie. Um, and I recently learned something about it. I'll tell you guys on my soapbox today. Um, is none other than Labelle. I think this is a great scent for the transition from summer to fall, fall to winter. This has top notes of pear, bergamot, mid notes of floral notes, and leather, base notes of vanilla, vetiver, amber, and musk. This is a beautiful scent. You definitely get the pear, vanilla. There's something spicy in here. Could be the leather. Um, but this is an all around great, great, great scent. This is date night. This is hanging out. This is, you can wear it to the office and let everybody know that you're that girl. Um, it's just pretty. Now, I consume a lot of YouTube content myself. I'm guilty. But I was watching one of my favorite fragrance reviewers, and she made mention that she was decluttering teriyaki, which I absolutely love. And she said it smelled too much like Labelle. And I was like, those are two different fragrances. Like, that can't be. So, I went and I sprayed both and I smelled them. And I'm like, I see what she's saying. And I can't unsmell it now. Um, they still are different enough for me to keep them both in my collection because I absolutely love teriyaki and I love Labelle. This is just a little fruitier. These two fragrances are done by Quentin Biche, and that's probably why there's some similarity. They're not dupes. I would definitely not a dupe for each other, but it does give you some teriyaki vibes, or I guess teriyaki is giving Labelle vibes. But this is definitely a fruitier, flirtier, if you will. Teriyaki has a lot more spice, in my opinion. Um, it feels more vanilla, like romantic, sexy type of vibe. So I'm keeping them both because I like them and they're different enough for me. But it was interesting to hear the comparison and then go smell it. And I'm like, I see what she's saying. So definitely do that with the dark cherry and amber and the French defense. And, go to your local Neiman, Saks, whatever, smell it if you don't have it or whatnot. But do that. All right. So I've got two more for you. I think I'm going to talk about this one first. If Fragrantica will let me on their site. Let's see. She let me back on. Okay. All right. So next up, I want this particular fragrance for special occasions this month. So this is none other than Blanche Bette. We all know her. We all love her. A lot of us love her. Top notes of milk and Brett, and a mystical note. Middle notes of tuberose, jasmine, mahonial, and incense. Base notes of vanilla, musk, tonka, and cacao. Like, this is speaking to my entire soul. There's a milky facet. I love creaminess. Um, Tuberose, I keep talking about it. Um, Whatever this magical, mystical note is, I don't know if it's a unicorn, whatever it is. But this is so pretty. It's so pretty. It's romantic. It's inviting. It's creamy, vanilla. Like, this is the scent that you want to smell when you like fall into your loved one's arms. Like, this just says, you're safe. You're safe here with me. But you certainly get the cacao, the vanilla, the milk, the tuberose. Jasmine for me is not the it's not my favorite, but it's not like slapping me in the face or anything like that. So I love it. And I can smell the incense as well. If you have not tried this, try it. Go get your nose on this. Go sniff that. Go smell that. Go and try that out. See if you can get a sample. Some people don't like it. I don't see why not, but everyone's different. Um, but that is a beautiful, 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 beautiful fragrance. Okie dokie. The last fragrance that I want to share with you before I share with you my blending and mixing concoction fragrances is a body spray. It is the Navitus Amore Infinite all over body spray. This right here, and that's why I wore this shirt. Let me see if I can show you because I was going to spray it on that stick, but I'm like, no, girl. Watch this. Oh, it's like sunscreen when it sprays on you. I've not smelled the actual extrait de parfum in the fragrance. I've only had the all over body spray. I feel like this somehow is more potent than that. I don't know why, because this is beast mode. This is gonna stay on all day. I'm gonna smell it. If I put anything on top of it, I'm gonna still smell this. This fragrance is absolutely amazing to me. So let me read to you the notes. There's top notes of Italian bergamot, red fruits, pomegranate, pineapple, and grapefruit. Heart of orange blossom, honeysuckle, rose, and jasmine. Base notes of white chocolate, Madagascan vanilla, heliotrope, driftwood, and sandalwood. I don't know if I'm getting all of the fruitiness at the top that it says is in here because the base is basing. Like you get the chocolate, the white chocolate, you get the vanilla, you get a woody note, woody facet. Definitely get the honeysuckle for sure. I smell the rose. I gotta close my eyes and breathe deep to get bergamot. I don't, and maybe it's the grapefruit, but I don't necessarily smell pineapple. I don't know what the red fruits are. But this is a beautiful fragrance. It was not rated all that well on Fragrantica. And I don't know if the my watch has oil all over it now. But I don't know if these all over body sprays are giving you the same experience as the actual perfume when you get it in the bottle. But this right here is amazing. I think I'm going to get a sample of the actual fragrance and see which one performs better because I feel like can't nothing get better than this. These are great. I don't know how long, this will last because you can't really hear anything in here. You can't see a full line or feel, like it just feels very light. But I've worn this several times and I literally, it's like I fall in love all over again. And I feel like it's the white chocolate that is speaking to me on so many different levels. It's just a magical scent of creaminess. It is feminine. It's I mean, of course anybody can wear whatever, but I feel like this leans very feminine. Please try this. These little all over body sprays, in my opinion, are a great way to try um, the house because they're with this particular fragrance, it's like a third of the price of the actual bottle of perfume. The bottle of perfume is $300. This is $95, I think, and then there's like a 20% off coupon. Try that. You won't be disappointed. I promise you. I promise you. You will not be disappointed. But if you are, don't blame me. I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay, so what I have been doing is literally topping everything off with mango skin. I know that that sounds crazy, but it literally adds a sparkle to my fragrances. Like Let me see, what can I put on? I'm gonna put on me some good vanilla. So we're gonna spray on some Burberry Her. And so, of course, this has a little bit of depth to it because of all of the different vanilla notes, the vanilla caviar, and all of the good things. And literally, what I would do is just spray. I love this scent, y'all. Like, I don't know. This is probably a top 10 for life scent for me. But it literally adds just a beautiful, sparkling brightness. Kind of like when you are making food. Like, let's say you have a creamy dish and you're like, it's missing something and it needs acid. So you just sprinkle in like some lemon, right? So like let's say you made some sort of creamy pasta or something, then you just sprinkle in a little lemon and it just cuts through it just a little bit to bring out the flavors and everything, and it's just perfect. That's what I feel like mango skin does. It is literally that little bit of brightness, that little bit of lemon squeeze, mango squeeze, that just adds a brightness to a scent. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I don't add it to everything, but for a lot of things I do. I just top it off with a little bit of mango skin. I have also been adding, since I got this, vanilla 28 to a lot of my different fragrances. So I will put this on first and then I will add this. And it just gives a little bit more sweetness to this combo. Um, I can put this with anything. I can add it to this. It's going to make it more of a creamy coconut brown sugar combination with these two. Um, Art Deco. This is a tart sour cherry situation. This adds a little bit more creaminess, creme brulee, brown sugar, ooey gooeyness. So I have been layering and I am loving it. Also, one other thing that I have been layering with a lot of my fragrances, I know it's an expensive layering situation, but I have been putting homage guidance with other things. And it just makes the fragrance last forever. Like, you want to talk about sun up to sundown, smelling good. You can still smell yourself. Other people still smell you. Guidance has been carrying me through. And I know that it's like, okay, are you mixing guidance with other little things? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm making my own little concoctions. I'm making my own little um, scents of the day. And I am really, really, really enjoying myself thoroughly. And sometimes I'll have one scent right here and one scent right here, and that's my business. So I have just shown you my entire August tray. This is what I will be using, enjoying, mixing, concocting. Let me know if you have any of these scents. If you've tried any of the Banana Republic ones, they are really, really great bargains. That $19.99 price point for these fragrances. Let me know if you have any of these, what your concoctions are, what you're mixing, what you're loving, what you're wearing for the month of August, and drop it down below. Please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Again, I am trying to grow and I do appreciate all of my subscribers. Thank you so much for entrusting me with your time. I hope you are enjoying yourself with me as well. And remember, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and peace and love, y'all. The world needs it. Bye.